Shane here. GTC. Yes, I am back in the car. Yes, I'm doing another video while I'm driving in my 2023 Toyota Camry XSE. I've had it for long enough. I can give you 5 things you probably won't like and you should know before purchasing this car. Let's get right into it. Item number 1, if you are my size, 6'2", even 6'1" or above, maybe a little bit more broad-shouldered, you're not gonna fit as nicely as you think in this car.
Step right out of that car. That's a fine car. Right out of that car. Now slow.
The seats are a little bit narrow. You can see my shoulders are sort of way outside the bolstering, and my head is, in fact, my hat is touching with the seat all the way down right now. So I've been in cars like the Honda Civic, the Honda Accord, and they feel way more roomy. There is way more adjustability to the seat. It sits lower and they just feel more spacious. And a car this size, there should be no excuse for that. Item number 2, and I've said this in some of my other videos and my 5 and 10,000 mile review. The technology in here, not the best. And specifically, quality of the screen, resolution.
They don't even get a free movie.
Do we?
Yeah, you want to see it?
And the JBL sound system, it's got to be better. In today's world where there's Harman Kardon and Bose and all these other ones, it's got to be better. And they brag about it like, ooh, it's got the JBL system. It ain't that good. Let me tell you, I've heard much better. Is it worth it for the price? Probably not. And JBL in general, just not that great. And come on, upgrade your cameras. Let's get a little bit higher, resolution, higher def. Number 3, creaks and rattles. You know, my initial 15,000 miles and now it's 16,210. The car is very Lexus-like, but I've been disappointed that as the miles roll on, getting a lot of noise from the headliner, a lot of creaks kind of from the dash, and fit and finish, I've already done a video on that. Little bit disappointed with that. So more creaks and rattles than I'd expect from a car at this price point and with the Toyota name. Number 4, the transmission. Getting on it. It's got these really tall gears and it's definitely been tuned for comfort and for daily driving. It just is really, really quick to downshift and it wants to find that lowest gear as quickly as possible. And when you're driving somewhat spirited, especially if you're going up a windy mountain road, it's constantly, you gotta push it, it'll downshift, and it wants to go right back into that lower gear. I found that it's a little bit better in sport, but if you really want to get on it, you gotta put it over in manual mode and you gotta kind of goose it along manually. And I know there's pushback. It's not a sports car. I have a video on that as well, but the transmission, it just seems a little bit too lazy at times. And the 5th thing, and I could have chosen some others, but to me, because I'm more of a detail car enthusiast, and I like when cars have branding and naming that distinguishes them, my Toyota Camry looks like just about any other. It has no distinction with V6 badging between, at least that I know of. It just says XSE and it has the black top. The 4-cylinder has the same. You can buy all sorts of Camrys. I pass them all the time. They all look the same. It's like having a Tesla. They all are the same with a few little tweaks. Hey, other than the TRD, which has distinct styling, do something different. Like if it's an XSE V6, have some wheel changes. Have some badging that says V6 on the side. Do something like most others where you can have dual exhaust on the V6 and a single exhaust on the 4-cylinder. Be a little bit more, distinguish yourself when you're driving these, that's very BMW-ish, where you can be driving any 3 Series and they all look the same. So I don't know, I think that it would be nice just to have a little bit more of a defining characteristic, especially in the higher trim models. For all you guys that are out there like, oh, you're whining about this and that. No, this is about ownership. I have an opinion. I'm sharing my opinion. If you don't want to listen to my opinion, keep on scrolling. It's a car channel. Is it high level sort of nitpicking stuff? Absolutely. Do I hate my car? Not at all. In fact, I'll probably follow this with 5 things I absolutely love, or 10 things I absolutely love. It's a great car. These are just things that buyers should know about that you don't get to extract with a drive for 20 minutes. This is about having a car for a while and learning to live with it. That's why I love these videos, because when you go test drive a car, it's a 20-minute drive, if that, and you don't get to know the car. That's why these journalists that take them for a week, I really love their reviews, because they get to know all the ins and outs and the nuances that you just can't get when you're at the dealership. So this isn't whining. This isn't, you know, oh, the car is terrible. This is some information that people might find helpful, and that I've, you know, found that, hey, I wish they could do, you know, things a little bit different. So there you go. 5 things that you may not like. I hope this helps you in your buying decision. And until next time, Shane, Guys Talking Cars, you take care. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks so much.